Greetings, greetings, greetings. You are welcome to another episode of A Dose of Encouragement Incorporated. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. Once you get on here, please share to be a blessing to others as we do same. Share to be a blessing to others as we do same on here. You are very welcome. You are very, very welcome. It is another beautiful Saturday morning. God has been good. How have you been? My week was good. How has your week been? God, in His infinite mercies, has been a blessing to us, has been a blessing to many, has been a blessing to anything that we've ever done this whole week. And we say, may His name be praised, may His name be exalted, may His name be lifted. When you get on here, please share to be a blessing to others as I send or I share to our other platform as well. Bear with me a minute as I do that. Please do that as well. Share to be a blessing to others for us. Share to be a blessing to others for us. Share to be a blessing to others. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. So today it is appreciating yourself to appreciate others. Appreciating yourself to appreciate others. Appreciating yourself in order to be able to appreciate others. Appreciating yourself in order to know what to do to appreciate others as well. So when you get on here, please be a blessing to others for us. Be a blessing to a friend, a brother. You might be somebody's source of blessing by sharing this to them. So share to be a blessing to them as we do same on here. As we do same on here, share to be a blessing to them. You are welcome to another beautiful episode of A Dose of Encouragement Incorporated. You are welcome so much. We say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking ADOEI to the next level. You are welcome. So appreciating us or ourselves in order to appreciate others is what we'll be talking about here. How do you appreciate yourself? How do you appreciate yourself? How do you appreciate yourself? How do you do that? How do you appreciate yourself? How do you appreciate yourself? How do you appreciate yourself? All right. How do you appreciate yourself? 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 What are the things you do in order to appreciate those moments that you have? What are the things you do in order to appreciate the little wins that come your way? What are the things you do to appreciate the many achievement that we have? What are the things you do to be happy? What are the things you do to know that indeed I can also be happy? I can also appreciate myself. I can also do all these things, right? So how do you appreciate yourself is the question I am asking us here. How do we appreciate ourselves? All right, is the question that today we are asking. We are going to go a little deeper into it as I share it on here, as I go ahead and share to other platforms. So bear with me for a minute. All right, bear with me for a minute as we do that. But how do you appreciate yourself? Appreciating yourself even if you don't feel like it. Appreciating yourself even when you don't feel like it. Appreciating yourself even when you think that there is nothing to appreciate. Appreciating yourself even when you think that, oh, you don't deserve it. Appreciating yourself even when you feel like, hey, I do not know what I'm appreciating. I do not know how to start. I do not know what to do. I do not know the reason that I need to appreciate myself. I do not know where I need to go from where I am in order to be appreciative of myself. All right. So we need to always have the heart of appreciation. We need to always have the heart of gratefulness. We need to always have a heart of thankfulness. We need to always have a heart of praising ourselves, because this is the only way that we'll be able to appreciate others. It is the only way that we'll be able to see the good in others. It will be the only way that we'll be able to be thankful for others that are in our lives. Be thankful for those that come in our way. Be thankful for those that cross our path. Be thankful. It is the only way that we can do that. So when we learn to appreciate ourselves, when we learn to appreciate our own self, it gives us the ability to learn. It gives us the ability to know. It gives us the ability to be able to appreciate others. It gives us the ability to be able to say, hey, I appreciate this person way so much. They've been in my life and I appreciate them so much. Without us starting to appreciate our own selves, without us starting to know how to be thankful for us, how to be thankful for ourselves, how to be thankful for the things that we have, how to be thankful for the littles that we have, we won't be able to be a blessing or be thankful for others. We won't be able to do that. We will not be able to do that. So it is very important that we learn to appreciate what we have. We learn to appreciate where we are. We learn to appreciate where we're going. We learn to appreciate where we've been. We learn to appreciate the journey that we find ourselves in. It is important for us to learn to do that. It is important for us to get up and say that, Lord, I am thankful for life. Lord, I am thankful for the little things that you've been giving me. Lord, I am thankful for however you taking, wherever you taking me, however you doing it. I am thankful for me. Because as I said, it is the only way that you will be appreciative of others. It is the only way that you will understand to appreciate the people in your life, to appreciate the things you do or the things you have currently in your life. That is the only way. That is the only way you would end up being appreciative to others. That is the only way. So be cautious enough, be present enough to be appreciated, to be thankful for you, to be thankful for the things that you have, to be thankful for the things that you're going through, to be thankful for the journey that you are going through. Because eventually what happens is that once you know to be thankful, once you learn to be appreciative of yourself, that turn to go to others, that turn to, you'll be able to understand who and how to be thankful to others. I said be thankful to yourself, even if it's for 1 second. Be appreciative of yourself, even if it's 1 second of the day, even if it's just that few minutes, even if it's that second. Be thankful for yourself. Be thankful. Be thankful. Be thankful. 1 second, guys, as I go back to me. So be thankful to yourself. Be appreciative enough. I wrote here, I said, being told you are appreciated is one of the simplest but most powerful and most uplifting thing that you can ever do. Let me turn this on here so we can see the comments. So being thankful is one of the simplest, the many simple things that we can do, but it is also the most powerful thing ever. The most powerful thing that can uplift somebody's soul. The most powerful thing that can give you the ability to move from one end to the other, because you are so thankful of what you have. You are so thankful of where you are. You are so thankful of where you are going. Thanks for joining, Miss Jemima. And thanks for joining, Carlos. Be thankful of yourself. Learn to appreciate yourself more of what you already have, and you will find yourself having more. That's what I wrote here. Many of us, we end up in a box. We end up at a place where we think more of the problems that we haven't than where we've come from, than where we are going, than where we need to be, than what we have to picture. We are so wrapped up in our current situation. We are so wrapped up in what is not going well for us, what is not going the way we want in our way. We are so wrapped in that we forget to be thankful. We forget to be appreciative of the things that we've achieved. We forget to be appreciative of where we are going. Appreciating yourself to appreciate others. Knowing that, hey, this thing that I have, it is not just a mere coincidence that I have this. It is just by the grace that I have this. So I need to be thankful for. I need to be appreciative for. That is what we refuse to do. Or that is where we don't even take a minute and think about it. Because when we realize, or when we learn to appreciate the little that we have, we realize that we end up having more. We end up having enough. We end up, things keep going well for us if we learn to be appreciative enough. Not to take us to the Bible, but the Bible says that those that were appreciative of the little were given more. So that means that if we are appreciative of the little that we have, we will get more. That's why I wrote here, I said, learn to appreciate yourself more of what you already have, and you will find yourself having more. You will find yourself that thing is expanding, that thing is becoming more, that thing is growing, whatever that thing may be. But that is one thing that we as human beings, we refuse to see, we refuse to look at, we refuse to know. 1 second. That is one thing we refuse to see. That is one thing we refuse to know. Be appreciative enough. Be present enough to know. Be present enough to say that, hey, this thing, it wasn't by chance that I got this. It isn't by chance that I am here. It isn't by chance that everything is going the way they are going. It is just so that I learn to be appreciative. It is just so that I learn to understand what it is or what it takes to be appreciative of what I have. I said self-appreciation means to appreciate and love your personality and or ourselves as a whole, to acknowledge the good that always exists within us. So appreciating yourself doesn't mean that you are taking the bad and the ugly out. Appreciating yourself doesn't mean that you are focusing on solely the good things. Appreciating yourself is you accepting your totality, you accepting the whole package of who you are. Appreciating yourself, accepting everything that comes with it, accepting everything that you have, accepting everything that is thereof. That is what we need to do. That is what we need to do. That is what we need to do. So how are you appreciating yourself? How are you taking time to be thankful for what you have? Yes, the schooling might not be well. Yes, the job might not be going well. Yes, the business might not be booming as you wish. Yes, the marriage might not be as you wanted. Yes, that career might not be going as you wanted. That education might not be going as you wanted. But appreciating the fact that you are there, appreciating the fact that you were given that opportunity to get to where you are, is the starting point. I said be grateful for the many little qualities that makes us who we are. Be grateful for the qualities that makes you who you are. So even if it is bad, even if it is ugly, even if it is nothing to write home about, appreciate the fact that you've been given that chance. Appreciate the fact that you've been given that opportunity. Appreciate the fact that you are here, you are present, and that is all that matters. Appreciate it, because when we appreciate the little that we have, we end up getting more. Because these little things end up creating big changes in our lives. These little things end up giving us insight for what we can do to better what we have. Appreciating these little things end up opening doors for us, because once people know and once people realize that, hey, this person is appreciative of his or her own self, he is appreciative of the little that he has, he is appreciative of the many unforeseen or many on good things that come his way, even the ugly ones, people will tend to resonate with you. People will tend to lean a little closer to you, because guess what? Once things are now well now and you are still being appreciative, that means that when they become better, that means that when they start getting better, that means that when things start falling in place, oh, that appreciation will be more. And that is how we end up being appreciative of others, because we understand how appreciation makes us feel. We understand what appreciation brings. But what we find ourselves doing, what do most of us find ourselves doing? Good morning, Fred. Welcome. Please be sure to be a blessing. What do we find ourselves doing? We find ourselves wailing in the problems that we see ourselves. We find ourselves distracted from where we are supposed to be, from what we're supposed to do, because we are so focused or fixated on the problems and not the fact that we have life, and not the fact that we were given an opportunity, we were given a chance, we were given that to use. Self-appreciation comes with compassion and self-reflection. So yet though the issue that I have is not going the way I wanted, yet though the issue that I have is not the way I wanted to go like. Yet though that project, that schooling is not looking like the way I wanted it to look like. Yes, but I am grateful that I was given the opportunity to be in school. I am grateful that I was given the opportunity to start that business. I am grateful that I was given the opportunity to even know today, because not everybody got it the way I have it. Not everybody is at the same place where I am. Not everybody can stand up and say that, hey, indeed, I have life. And so I am appreciative. Not everybody. Not everybody. We are so wrapped up in what needs to be than what it is right now. We are so wrapped up on where we want to get to than where we are right now. You are 1 in a million, and you are the only one who understands where you are. Yes, but you are also the only one who will be able to appreciate that current situation in order to know where exactly I need to work on. Thanks for joining, Richmond. I said, you are 1 in a million, and you can only work on yourself when you appreciate and accept yourself. Can I say that again? You can only work and appreciate yourself. No, you can only work to appreciate yourself when you accept who you are, when you accept what the situation is currently is, when you accept where you currently are, when you accept who you have been made to be. That is the only way you would learn to grow. That is the only way you will learn to appreciate what you have. Thanks, Richmond. Thanks, son. So appreciate yourself to appreciate others. Appreciate yourself to be able to see what is in appreciation, what appreciation brings, where appreciation takes people to. Learn to appreciate it. I said, learn to appreciate what you have now before you make them become the past. Or remember that until you appreciate yourself, you will not be able to appreciate others. Appreciate what you have currently, so they don't end up being what you had. Appreciate where you are currently, so it doesn't end up becoming where I was. Appreciate the current situation, the current things that you have, the current good that you currently have, so it doesn't end up becoming the past. Because what you are not appreciative of get taken away. What you are not appreciative of goes away. What you are not appreciative of get transferred to somebody else. What you are not appreciative of get transferred to somebody else. So until you realize that, hey, I need to set myself up. I need to appreciate my now. I need to appreciate my today. I need to appreciate where I am, where I have been, where I came from. You will never go to the next page. You will never go to the next stage. You will never even understand that, hey, that person in my life also deserves appreciation. That lady in my life deserves appreciation. That man in my life deserves appreciation. Or that mother or father in my life deserves appreciation. You will never realize that. I wrote here, I said, do not be too caught up in your destination that you forget to appreciate your journey, especially the goodness of the people we meet along the way. Can I say that again? Do not be caught up in your destination. Do not be caught up in where you want to get to. Do not be caught up of where you want to be 10 years from now. Do not be caught off in where you want to be tomorrow, that you forget today, that you forget those good things that came your way, that you forget those good people that came your way, that you forget those good results that you got today. Appreciate today. Because you are so wrapped up in where you want to get to. Yes, it's okay to have a vision. It's okay to have a laser focus. But it is also okay to appreciate your today. It is okay. Don't be too wrapped up in where you need to get to. Enjoy today. Enjoy this moment. Enjoy this minute. Appreciate it. You might never get it again. It might never come again when you lose it. So appreciate it. I said everyone enjoys being acknowledged and appreciated. Sometimes even the simplest act of gratitude can change somebody's day. Yes, Richmond, we are so wrapped up in where we want to be, where we want to get to. Oh, in 5 years, I want to do this. In 2 years, I want to be here. But we are forgetting that, hey, we've been given today. We're forgetting that, hey, I need to appreciate who I am today. I need to appreciate where I have been today in order to be given more, in order to get more, in order to know exactly what I need to do for the next page. We forget that. Learn to appreciate what you have before you make them disappear and become what you had. Because once they become what you had, they will never come back. Once they become what you had, it will be difficult to get them back. It will be difficult to get back to that stage. It will be difficult to circle back around to that page. It will be difficult. Love yourself, know your worth, and appreciate your growth. Appreciate where you've been. Appreciate where you have gone to. Appreciate where you are now. As I said, don't be too wrapped up in that destination that you want to get to so bad. Don't be too wrapped up in where you want to be. Don't be too wrapped up in what I need to do to get there. Be concerned about why I was given this, where I am today, how I need to make this day count, how I need to make this count. That is what we need to focus on. I said appreciation and self-love are the most important tool that you could ever nurture. Appreciating others and yourself should be your number one principle. You meet some people, all they care about is them. It's okay to give yourself self-love. It's okay to be you. But once you learn to appreciate yourself and now look down on your own self and now look down on anybody else, it gives you the ability to be able to learn to appreciate others. So who is that in your life that you are taking them for granted? Who is that in your life that you think that, hey, they don't matter? Who is that in your life that you think that, oh, it's you versus you and you? It's okay. Because maybe you are so wrapped up in the fact that it is you and you are not taking the time to appreciate yourself. And so with that being said, you're not seeing the good in them. You're not seeing who they are. You're not seeing what they bring to the table. You're not seeing how they contribute to the whole thing. It is time you take time and sit down to learn to appreciate those moments, to learn to appreciate those minutes, to learn to appreciate everything that comes your way. And how do we do that? How do we do that? How do we start appreciating ourselves? How do we know how? You might be sitting there asking yourself, but Amanda, how? How do we do that? How do I appreciate myself? How do I appreciate myself? It starts by you understanding the importance of it. Because if appreciation doesn't mean anything to you, it won't mean anything to you today. It won't mean anything to you tomorrow. If you don't know what appreciation does today, you wouldn't know what it will do tomorrow. I wrote here, I said, when you understand and know the importance of self-appreciation, you do it for others without having to struggle, without having to think about it, without having to feel some type of way about it. Understand why it is important for you to appreciate your own self. For you to appreciate that little wins that comes your way. For you to appreciate that milestone that you reach. For you to appreciate that test that you pass. For you to appreciate the fact that you even got admission into that school. For you to appreciate the fact that you are even awoke today. It starts by you knowing that. Why should I be appreciative? Why should I be thankful for today? Why should I be thankful for me? As I said earlier on, appreciating yourself doesn't mean that you have to forgo the negatives, that you have to forgo what you don't like, that you have to forgo the ugly. It is you accepting your whole self, accepting the totality of yourself. Yes, I don't do well when it comes to communication, but I appreciate the fact that I am able to put some word out there. It might not be the best. It might not be how it's supposed to be. It might not sound the way it needs to sound. But the fact that I am able to even talk without being afraid, that I am able to say something, I am grateful for it, because I know that gradually I will be able to communicate in a way that people will understand me. That is you appreciating the fact that, yes, my communication is not good. Yes, it might not be the best that is there, but I get it. I appreciate the fact that I am able to do it, because not everybody can do that. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody can do that. So understanding the importance of appreciation is number one. Value life is number two. And you ask me, oh, but how does valuing life link to appreciation? It does. Value the fact that you've been given a chance of life. Value the fact that you are awoke today. Value the fact that you started with so many, but they are nowhere to be found. Value the fact that, hey, yesterday I was talking to somebody and today I don't know where they are. I don't know their situation, but I am awoke this morning. I can breathe this morning. I can breathe in and breathe out. This morning I can get up and stretch. This morning I can get up and walk. Value life. You have been given a chance of life. And it is a privilege. We might be going through tough times, but it does not change the fact that we are alive, which is a blessing. Value life. Finding it hard to appreciate other people's differences is a result of your own Bam! My son said it all. Richmond said it all. He said it. Sometimes it starts with you. I always say this. Everything starts with you. Everything starts with ourselves. Start with, how do I go here? How do I move from here? How do I do this? Everything has to start with you. Right? Because as I said, it is the only way to learn how that person will feel. It is the only way to learn what it is like to be appreciated by somebody. That is the only way. Right? So start with yourself. So how do we do that? We are understanding the importance of it. We are valuing our life. The fact that we've been given life as a privilege. The fact that we've been given life, all right, that is what we are doing. That is where it starts from. Positive affirmations is the next one. If we realize positive affirmation keep coming every time that we talk of something that pertains to us, right? Positive affirmations. Positive affirmations. Do I need to give us examples of positive affirmations? I am enough. I am grateful. I am thankful. I am alive. Positive affirmations. But what do we see? Have you realized that some people just come in your life and all they do is negative tantrums? Negative, 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 negative. Until you start to appreciate yourself, you wouldn't understand them. Until you learn to have positive affirmations, you wouldn't understand them. Because maybe all they've ever known is the negatives. Maybe all they've ever gone through is the negatives. How do you change that? You change that by your attitude. You change that by your gratefulness. You change that by your appreciation of yourself. Because once they are with you, once they are close to you, and they realize how you are appreciative of yourself, how you are thankful for the things that you have, how you are thankful for the things that the little that you have, they will start to change. It might not be overnight. It might be a gradual process, but it will start to have effect on them. It will start to change them gradually, because they will realize that, hey, this person that I am close to, all they talk about is the goodness. All they talk about is the good things. All they talk about is the thankfulness. All they talk about is appreciation. Let me also start to practice that, to see how it will change my life. Because maybe that's all they know. Until they get somebody who can change their mentality, until they get somebody who can change their way of thinking, they will remain that way. They will remain where they are. They will remain being negative. So have some positive affirmation. I said get rid of bitterness and anger and have positivity in life. Right? Get rid of it. I am enough. I am strong. I am beautiful. Some of us, we look so down on ourselves. Some of us, we are negative Nancy's. Negative Nancy's. That's all we are. Oh, this thing is not good. I don't have this. I don't have that. Oh, why is this happening to me? Oh, this. Oh, this. Oh, it's because of this. It's because I don't do this. Negative Nancy's. Such people, you need to run away from them. The negative Nancy's. Because do not let them corrupt you with their negativity. Do not let them corrupt you with the fact that they don't see things as a blessing. They don't see their situations as a blessing. If you are joining us today and you don't know what this is a Dose of Encouragement Incorporated. And we come your way every Saturday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard, 11 a.m. GMT time. Please share to be a blessing to others. You might be somebody's source of blessing. Please share this video to your platforms. Share this video on your page. Let others benefit from this. Thank you so much. That's all they've known. Negativity. So until you start to affirm those things in their life, until you start to assure them that, hey, it is okay. It might have been the past. It is okay. But moving forward, have some positive affirmations in your life. Moving forward, let us take the negative words out of our mouth. My VP on here had what do you call it? Some rules that him and I had every time we talk about ADOE and other stuff, right? And every time that, don't get me wrong, sometimes you might be in that position where you think that all is lost, right? When you think that things will not happen, when you think that you are at your wit end. And he would tell me, remember the rules. When you say any negative things, you are going to do. So every time we come up with what one will have to do, right? In order to amend that negative thing that they said. So let's say if I'm speaking to him and then I said, oh, George, I don't think this, he'll say, hey, stop and do the rules. So the rules might be you saying positive about 10 or 20 positive words to yourself. So if I'm saying to myself, oh, I don't think I'm good enough, he will say, hey, he will cut me right there and say, hey, we're not doing that. You know the rules, go ahead. And so I will end up saying, I am good, I am good, I am good, I am good. Like for how many times that the rules say, right? And I realized that that was actually a good thing, because over time our conversations never had any negatives. Yes, I know I said sometimes the issues seem that they might not work, all right, but we realized that over time there was no, and then when he trips and then say that same negative stuff, I give him the same. So you need to have people like this in your life, right? People that can challenge you to do things the right way, right? That doesn't mean that when that person is challenging you, you are going to be upset at them. You are going to think that they're being bossy on you or they ordering you around. No, it is for your own good. Because over time, the things we practice end up benefiting us, right? The things we practice end up being a great value to us. Because over time we realized that we weren't even talking about negative stuff anymore. And everything we talked about ADOE was just positives and, you know, my what is, how is this gonna, was all over. Because he put me to that positive side of the equation. Right? Of me saying, oh, this thing will not work. Of me saying, hey, stop that. It will work. It will work 20 times. So even if the rule says 30 times, you got to say it. And over time, it gets registered. Over time, you understand it. Over time, you realize that, hey, this is actually working. So that is where positive affirmations come in. Get away with the negative Nancy's. Get away with the negative things, thoughts that come to mind that tries to overshadow the positive side of us, that tries to overshadow our appreciation moment. All right, let's forget about that. Let's get away from that. The next thing will be self-acceptance. So number one is we understanding the importance. So if you are joining us now and you don't know what we're talking about how to appreciate ourselves in order to appreciate others, right? And we are talking of some ways that we can start appreciating ourselves. Sorry about that. And we said number one is understanding the importance of being appreciated, right? Understand what appreciation comes with. Understand how appreciation makes somebody feel, because that is the only way you would know that, hey, I also need to appreciate myself for the little wins, for the little things that I've been doing. The second is revaluing life. We've been given the opportunity to be awake. We've been given the opportunity to be in that position where we currently are. We've been given the opportunity to be in school, to have this job, we've been given the opportunity for so many things. The third one that we're just talking about is positive affirmations. And so that we can do away with those negative affirmations. So have rules that will challenge you to stop saying those negative things. Rules that will challenge you to move from negativity to positivity in order to appreciate yourself, right? And the next one we're talking about is self-acceptance. Accept who you are and appreciating yourself in order to appreciate others. Accept who you are. You cannot change who you are. You were made who you were made for a reason. God created you how you are for a reason. You were made to be at this stage for a reason. Sometimes it is not to punish us. Sometimes it is not to, to punish us. Sometimes it is just for us to be in that space to appreciate what we have. There is a saying that you will never know what you have until you lose it. That's why I said earlier on, appreciate what you have now before they end up turning to what you had. Right? Appreciate what you have now. Appreciate who you are now. Appreciate where you've been now. Appreciate where you're going now before it end up becoming the past. Before it end up becoming, oh, I had this and now I don't. Appreciate that. Because what is lost will never be brought back. There you go. You are who you are for a reason. You are who you are for a reason. You were made for a reason. You are where you are for a reason. Let me dwell on that a little bit. You are where you've been to for a reason. So your past was given to you for a reason. Your present now has been given to you for a reason. Appreciate it. That is why I said earlier on, don't get too caught up in the destination that you forget where you've been, how you've been, the people you've met, the memories you've made, the good things that came your way. You were made who you are for a reason. That's what Richmond is saying. You were made who you are for a reason. And that is so true. So appreciate where you are, where you've been, who comes your way, who came your way. Appreciate them. So self-acceptance also plays part in accept or appreciation ourselves. I am not good in this course. Yes, it's okay. But I appreciate the fact that I've been given the opportunity to be here in order to learn to be good at it. I might not be good at this job, but I am thankful for the fact that I have been given this opportunity by being given this job. So I can learn to better myself. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining, Ma Joyce. Appreciate it. I can do this. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Appreciate the fact that those variables have come your way. Appreciate the fact that those things have come your way. Appreciate the fact that, hey, I went to school. Or I'm in school. I am struggling with certain courses. I am struggling with certain subjects. But I am appreciative of the fact that I am in school. Because guess what? I will learn and I'll be able to know what I don't know. I'll be able to be best at the things that I'm not best at. I will be good at the things that I'm not good at. You were put in that situation for a reason. Appreciate it. You are where you are for a reason. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Accept yourself. Accept who you are. Accept who you were created to be. Because you were made one in a million. There is no person like you. Yes, they might have some attributes like you, but they are not you. So appreciate that. Appreciate the fact that you are different. Appreciate the fact that you are not everybody else. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining, Mommy Marianne. Thanks for joining. Appreciate the fact that you are who you are. Because if you don't do that now, what you have now will end up being what you had. And you will not get it back. appreciate you in order to appreciate others. Accept you in order to accept others. Be thankful of yourself. Be thankful of who you are. Be thankful of where you are. Don't be too caught up in that destination that you forget what you've been through, where you've been at, the people you've met, the things that you went through. Appreciate every bit of it. Appreciate every bit of it. You cannot love and appreciate others if you do not love and appreciate yourself. Point blank, period. Yes, Miss Jemima. Appreciate what you have now before it becomes what you had. Because once you lose it, that's it. That's what sometimes we don't realize. We think that what we have now will be forever. We think that where we are now will be there forever. And so we do things anyhow. We don't appreciate the journey. We don't appreciate where we are. We don't appreciate us. Don't be too wrapped in where you want to be. I have life. I have my job. I am awake. I am well. I am blessed. Let those positivity flow. Let those positive affirmations flow. Because guess what? Once I am happy of who I am, once I am happy of where I am, once I am happy of where I came from, I will be able to appreciate that lady in my life. I'll be able to appreciate that man in my life. I'll be able to appreciate that child in my life. I'll be able to appreciate that colleague in my life that comes in every other day to either worry me or to either gives me more job to do or to either gives me more encouragement or to even be that negative Nancy. Because guess what? If they are being negative Nancy and you are here being thankful of what you have, being thankful of the little that comes your way, being thankful of who you are, eventually, yes, there might be negative Nancy for now, but eventually they will lean towards that place. And because why? You are going to come in and appreciate them. You are going to come in and let them know that, hey, you are wonderfully made. See, you meet people, and all they say is, oh, I am ugly. I was made too ugly. I was made not to, for nothing good to come out of. That is where you come in and say, lady, maybe all they need to hear is you telling them, you look beautiful. You look handsome. You are so good at what you do. Maybe that's all they're looking for them to turn from being negative to that side. Thank you, mommy. Maybe that's all they need. So if that's one person always come and every time they come and all they do is complaining. Oh, my life is this. My life is that. Oh, I don't have this. Tell them, hello, pause for a minute. Are you up today? Are you doing well today? Are you good today? Are you alive today? Sometimes they need that protocol assessment. Right? Sometimes you need to ask them, hey, have you been to the mortuary lately? Or have you been to the hospitals lately? Maybe they might say yes. And you ask them what did you see when you went to the hospital? If they are bold enough, they're going to tell you how people are there struggling for their lives. How people are there hoping that they will get the chance to even get up by themselves without any help. right? And do the things that they can't do anymore. So when that person says that, this is what you tell them. That is why you need to be appreciative of yourself. That is why I appreciate you for you being you. That is why I appreciate you for what you bring to the table. Do this 2-3 times, or even take it upon yourself and say you're doing this for a whole week, and see what happens the next time they come across you. See what happens the next time you meet up with them. Excuse me. You realize that you would have that influence on them. As we said some time back, all of us need some form of influences in our lives. Not influences that will influence us negatively, but those that will influence us in a positive way. Those that will shape our mentality. Those that will change our thinking with their words, with their actions, with the way they do things. Sometimes that's all you need. Because gradually they will end up trickling back to that same space that you want them to be. You realize that now when they come to you, they won't be negative anymore. Even if they're being negative with somebody else, or they're saying negative things to somebody else, you realize that anytime they come across you or they come to you, they'll be saying, they'll be appreciative of their lives. They'll be appreciative of where they are. They'll be appreciative of the things that they've had in their lives. I wrote here, I said, appreciation equals more than just accepting. It's admiration and respect for others and yourself. Can I say that again? When we take appreciation, it is equal to the fact that we are accepting everything that we have, everything that we've been through, everywhere that we've been through, every journey that we have. And it is also the fact that we admire and respect whoever comes our way. We admire and respect our own self. We admire and respect our own situation. That is why I said appreciation is you accepting ourselves totally. We accepting who we are. We accepting what we have, the negatives, the ugly, the unpleasant. We accepting it in totality and being grateful for. Because guess what? I have 20% of good in me. I have 10% of ugly in me. I have 40% of the unacceptable in me. That's an example I'm giving. Yes, I like that. Because every bit of the equation allows me to know what I can do to better those things that are ugly, to understand those things that need to be changed, to allow me to work on those negatives. Why? Because I am focusing more on the positives, right? Which will give me insight for the negatives, which will give me insight for my flaws in order to work on them. Richmond wrote, if you don't appreciate yourself, nobody will do it for you. Everything starts with you. There, he said it. That's why I love my audience, though. Right on the nail. It's more or less like that proverb that we have in our local language that says, "Nia oboni keshri." Is that what they say? Ena yeswano. Is that the right word? Yeah, I think. So in short, those who don't understand, heaven help those who help themselves. Or people will help the person that is trying to help themselves. So if I am here, not appreciating anything that I have, not appreciating even the fact that I might not have anything, things might be going bad for me, but I have life. How then do people appreciate me? Because you yourself, you are not appreciating yourself. You yourself, you're not allowing yourself to enjoy. Do you know how it feels when you're being appreciated? I say, that is what we're talking about. So imagine your mother or your father giving you all that praise, giving you all that accolades, right? For something that you did. Imagine how you feel. So what makes you think that that person in your life would not feel the same way? When you appreciate them, when you tell them, hey, thank you, hey, thank for everything you do. What makes you think that they would not feel that same way that you, even you, that you give that yourself, you appreciate it? I said expressing gratitude to others is a gift to them. Experiencing gratitude is a gift to yourself. So be grateful to yourself. Expressing gratitude to others is a gift to them. There, that's where he wrote, you feel like sitting on the moon when you are appreciated. Especially when you are not expecting it, and then boom, it happens, right? So imagine that. That is how we have to feel ourselves in order to make others feel that way. I said negative self-talk can lead to loneliness. So you looking down on your own self, you pulling down your own self, can lead to negative loneliness. Appreciate yourself with I am enough. I am needed and loved. I belong. I am appreciated. I have everything that I have. I am grateful for my resilience despite my struggle. I have so much potentials even if I don't see my growth now. These are the things we need to say to ourselves. I am needed and loved for all the good that I am. I do not abandon myself. I can fill myself up, or I can fill myself up with love and support anytime that I want to. These are the things we need to say to ourselves. I am enough. I am strong. I am well loved. I am appreciated. I have a lot of good in me. I am thankful for the journey. I am thankful for the lesson. I am thankful for the adversities. I am thankful for the obstacles. I am thankful for the struggle. I am thankful for everything that came my way. I am thankful. That is appreciation right there. That is appreciation right there. I am alive and well. All things are working for my good. I am grateful for who I am today. I am grateful for who I was yesterday. I am grateful for who I have become today. I am grateful for where or what I will become tomorrow. Do those and see if those good things will not become more. If things will not multiply. If those negative attributes we have won't be less. Let's appreciate ourselves so we will be able to appreciate others. Let's appreciate ourselves. Let's be thankful for what we have, for who we are, for where we've been, for where we're going. So we will learn to appreciate others. So we will learn to see the good in others. So we will learn to make others feel how we want to feel. appreciating ourselves in order to appreciate others. Being thankful for us in order to be thankful for others. He that was given little and was appreciative of is given more. So if the little that you have right now, you are not thankful for, you will never get another one. Wow. Thank you so much for joining us for a dose of encouragement once again today. And oh, before I forget, let me use this medium to say a very, very, very happy birthday to my spiritual father, one of our board members that sees the vision, that sees the potential of ADOEI, who is a board member for ADOEI, Right Reverend Abraham Nyamfo, as we popularly call you, Eja Abraham. Papa, happy birthday to you today. May God increase you. May God oils never drop or never decrease on your life. May you continue to be a blessing to others. We at ADOE, my team and I, we say that happy birthday to you today. May the heavens continue to answer you as they've always been. We love you, and we say that happy, 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 blessed birthday to you today. Enjoy the day, Papa, to the fullest. Happy birthday to you. So viewers, if you're joining us now, this is a Dose of Encouragement Incorporated. We come your way every Saturday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard, 11 a.m. GMT time. It is another beautiful Saturday that we came your way today. Please, let's share this video out there. Oh, our social impact project is coming on live this year. Once again, you are always more than welcome to join us. This year we open it up to the public. All right, let's go put smiles on people's faces in Ghana. Right, let's do that. You are more than welcome. We'll put more information. If you haven't followed us on our what do you call it, website, yeah, please check us out. Our website is up and running now, adoei.org. Please go there and look around, go there and follow us, go there and let us know what you think. Let us know what we can do to let us know what we can do to make this better. Let us know how we doing. Put your testimonials on there. Also join us on there as we build this community, a community free from judgment, a community free from looking down upon, a community that you can just go there and get professional help for free. All right, we also have podcasts on there as well, so check us out. I'll put it on here, adoei.org. Check us out and your life will never be the same. All right, so until I come your way again next week, stay blessed and have a fruitful week. Have a blessed week ahead. Until I come your way, thank you so much to our viewers. Thank you for taking us along. Thank you for your support as always. I sign out and I will see you again next week. Bye for now.